Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daniela and today I'm doing another charity shop book haul. I have a whole bunch of sci-fi and fantasy books to go through, so grab yourself a cuppa, get comfy and let's dive straight in. Firstly, I'm going to start off with a bunch of Terry Pratchett's that we picked up. If you've been watching these videos for a while, you will know that we are trying to collect all of the Terry Pratchett books in the Discworld series, and we are almost there. I think we have one book left to find. So we did pick up Equal Rights, Moving Pictures, Pyramids, Mort, and this one Andy found very recently and he was very excited because he's been looking for a long time. We found Eric. We have all of them now except for one. These books were collected over a period of months, by the way. We didn't find all those together. It's been one at a time here and there. Next up we have The Bicentennial Man by Isaac Asimov. This is one of Andy's books that I know nothing about. We found a copy of the first volume of Death Note. This is a manga. I'm pretty sure it's about a kid that somehow summons this demon, and I don't know much else about it other than that. Next up we have a series by Anne McCaffrey. This is another one that Andy was collecting. He first found Dragonflight and then several months later he actually managed to find Dragon Quest, and he found The White Dragon, which is the second and third books in that trilogy. Next up we have A Little Hatred by Joe Abercrombie. I think this is his newest series that he's been writing, and I'm not sure which one this is, but Andy's collecting them and I think he just needs one more of these to complete this. I found a copy of A Vow So Bold and Deadly by Bridget Kemmerer. I have the first book in this series. As far as I'm aware, I think this series is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but I don't know much other than that. I don't think I have the second book, so I'm now missing the middle book, which is a little bit annoying, but we're getting there. We're gonna find them. Next up, I picked up The Poison Season by Mara Rutherford. This is a book that was done by Owlcrate, and I really liked their edition of it, but I didn't want to pay the shipping for it. I managed to find this in the charity shop. I quite like the normal cover, so I'm happy with that. Next up, I picked up Havenfall by Sarah Holland, and I am not gonna lie, this is an absolute 1,000,000% cover buy because the cover is just beautiful, the way it's got these mountains and then there's the face in the mountains. The back of this one says, Maddie Morrow knows that Havenfall is more than it seems. Beneath the beautiful sprawling inn lie the hidden gateways to three ancient realms, Bane, Fjordankill and Solaria. Maddie's destiny is here, rooted in her family's promise to protect the fragile alliance between the worlds. But when a brutal murder shatters the peace and someone she loves stands accused, Maddie must step forward to protect the place and the people she cares for most. Her safe haven will never be the same again. Pretty sure this is standalone. Sounds really interesting. This next book I had been looking for a long time. I'm so glad that I finally found it. This is one of those where I saw it in the shop and I was like, yes! And it is Burn by Patrick Ness. I've collected quite a lot of Patrick Ness books and I want to do a reading vlog, reading a few of them. I think the rest of his books are quite literary fiction. Maybe some sci-fi fantasy elements in them. I'm not sure, as I haven't read them yet. But this one definitely has fantasy elements because this one has dragons. The synopsis for this is, this dragon, Casimir, has arrived at the farm because of a prophecy that involves a deadly assassin, a cult of dragon worshippers, 2 FBI agents, and somehow Sarah Dewhurst herself. The tagline is, how does the world end? It ends in fire. I'm really excited about this one. One of my subscribers mentioned this to me quite a while back, and I've been looking for it ever since, and I finally found it. Next up, I picked up Son of the Storm. I know Goldsborough did a special edition of this, which is why it was on my radar. Another one I don't really know much about, but I know it's fantasy, and I have it in my head that it has African folklore fused into it. I could be wrong. Either way, I'm excited to try this one. We're almost done here. I picked up The Ravenous Dark by A.M. Strickland. This is a YA fantasy where our main character has to start a rebellion, but they also have a spirit that is bound to them that can fully control them. Another fantasy that Andy picked up is The Tamuli by David Eddings. This is a full set of all 3 books in this one book. I don't know much about it, but on the back here it says it includes trolls, vampires, werewolves, zombies, ghouls and ogres who form a vast conspiracy to take over the Tamuli Empire. This sounds like it could be interesting and a fun time. And finally, we picked up some J.R.R. Tolkien hardbacks. We have Beren and Luthien. All three of these have illustrations in them. We also picked up The Fall of Gondolin and The Children of Hurin. I've still yet to read The Silmarillion. I also need to read The Hobbit, so maybe I could start with The Hobbit before The Silmarillion, because that would be easier. Anyway, that was everything I have for you today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, as always, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time.
Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away.